Hello everybody, coming to you live from my living room in my dressing gown, which is standard Claire practice really. I am dressed, just wearing my dressing gown because it's cozy and I'm fairly sure that everyone does that, so that's fine. I haven't actually brushed my hair either. No, I've seen the older child off. She's gone off with her nanny and Ariel slept until 9:30 pretty much from her nighttime sleep, and then went back down after a bath at 11:30 and is still asleep, and it's now 1:15 and she keeps waking up crying and then rolling back over. So yeah, she's obviously making up. We've obviously worn her out, and it has been busy actually. So today I'm just with Ariel all day. It's really rainy outside. I don't know if you can see. Very busy road. Yeah, and I had plans to go to the post office or like jobs to do and stuff, but I'm really having a duvet day, and it's really good because I'm really tired. So Ariel's sleep hasn't been too bad at all. Like I can't complain. She's been waking up like once or twice a night, which is brilliant. But it's more than she was doing, so I think we kind of got lulled into a false sense of security. And now the last couple of nights she's not woken until like 5ish, but then we haven't gone back to sleep because she's been stirring, or then Heidi's been crying or whatever. So this morning was quite an early one, and then Ariel went back to sleep at 6:45. And then obviously, as I say, didn't wake up till 9:30, so she's doing really well. She's having a good sleep, but I'm really tired, so I'm not doing much at all. But it is really busy at the moment, so every day this week I'm out or doing something that I've got to get to with the children. Over the weekend we had a lovely weekend, like the first weekend in ages that felt like it went perfectly, and it included like toddler tantrums and things like that, but I think it just, like, our moods, mine and Nathan's mood, just stayed quite like nice and level, whereas we've kind of been getting to the end of some of our weekends where we've just felt really low because things are so hard, and I think it's because the weather's been rubbish as well, whereas we got some nice sun at the weekend. We did some nice things. So what did we do? Memorably, or most memorable, we went to the aviation museum on Sunday. So we've never been, Nate's never been. We live near Bournemouth Airport, so we see the planes flying over all the time, and I think that's quite cool because I'm not from this area. So every time I see a plane, I'm like, Heidi, look, a plane, because I think it's amazing that we're so close and you can literally see them taking off and landing. Well, in the air, you can't see them landing on the runway. But every time we drive past Herne Airport, which is Bournemouth Airport, to go somewhere, Heidi's always pointing at the planes because they're obviously parked up and they're really big, and that's quite cool. So we were trying to get her ready. I think I said we wanted to go to Dubai next year and take her on a plane, or take both of them on a plane for the first time. And Heidi is slightly more sort of apprehensive. She's quite like she likes to control the situation around her. She's very independent and like strong-willed, but she's also very insecure and a bit of a worrier. So we needed to kind of familiarise her with the concept of the plane, and that it's not just a fun thing that goes in the sky. Like, it's loud and it's noisy and it's big and it's different, and there's seats in rows and like all the different things that come with planes and airports and things. So we thought we'd take her to the aviation museum, and it was like really old. It's obviously loads of old equipment and loads of old vehicles and things. So and it smells a bit old, and it's as if they're all on like mothballs. Very like historical rather than sort of like quirky, selling aviation as a career. It's not like that. It's like very much a museum, or like almost like a car park for aeroplanes and helicopters and buses, and you just happen to be able to walk into them. So it is very like I'm not sure. I'm sure the health and safety is brilliant, but there are times where I thought I can't put Heidi in that cockpit because she could fall through the floor, sort of thing. It looks like it could fall apart. So yeah, so that was interesting because she went up, and like initially she didn't want to go into the plane. I think she thought it might take off, even though it had no end to it. It was just like the front section. But then she went in with Nath, and like I stayed downstairs with Ariel, and then we ended up swapping, and she wanted to show me all that she'd seen with Nath. So she was really like proud to show me around and show me the plane, and was really quite excited. So that was lovely. It was only like a couple of hours because it's literally around the corner. No, literally 5 minutes away. Like, how cool is that? Probably get a membership, actually. Like, it's not going to change because it's obviously a museum with loads of old things in it, but that's actually really cool. They've got something like that literally on the corner, around the corner. But yeah, we did that, and then we did a bit of playing in the garden. Nathan, Heidi did. I did some cleaning. So for the first time this year, I've done all 4 bathrooms in one weekend, which is great. So we're now back to like in a good place. I just need to polish and like sweep and do all that stuff that can be done with the children around a bit easier. Obviously could be doing it now, but I'm not because I'm just sat on my bum. So yeah, that was good. Where else did we go at the weekend? Ooh. Liv went out to golf for a bit. He went and got his hair cut. We went for a drive on Saturday, but the roads were so busy, so we didn't actually go very far. We literally drove to the beach, to the car park of the beach, turned around and came home again because Heidi was falling asleep and Ariel wasn't falling asleep, and we needed it to be the other way around. So that was quite funny. But yeah, we just had a really nice time. It's been a bit more normal now, like getting ourselves back to normal, and I think it's because the clocks are about to change and it'll just feel a bit better, doesn't it? Friday I went and taught Wiggles and Giggles for the first time, or tried to teach it to friends. So this was like the experimental trial class. The kids absolutely loved it. So Heidi was really excited, chatting about it afterwards and stuff, which is exactly what I want her to be. Like, I want her to get this experience of a dance class that is where she dances with me. It's not like formulaic and separate and too like instructed. I want it to be a bit freer and creative. So she got that, but from the actual like structure of the class, working for different age groups, me being able to teach with my own child, or particularly Heidi because she's mobile and like obviously can do her own things. With her around, she was like grabbing the props and sort of like, for example, I blew up some balloons to hand out, but then her and her friend Reggie were then all over the balloon pump, and the balloon pump was nothing to do with the activity at all. So, but it was difficult to kind of get her off the balloon pump without killing the vibe. So, and in the time when you've got to keep things moving and stuff. So there's some things I needed to iron out, and also thinking about over familiarity. If there are children in there that know me, then they're going to want to like get into my props or like talk to me halfway through me instructing the class to do something. So I need to sort of work out a way to manage that a bit better. So it definitely wasn't a sellable idea on Friday. I couldn't have ever charged for that kind of class, but I think I've got a good balance now, and I did make a video about it just to explain my kind of thinking and do a bit of a kind of put feelers out there to see if it's of interest to people. And the response that I'm getting, I mean, it's from people that are dance people, so they're really excited that this is an offer that I'm putting out there, and I think really supportive of me as a person getting back into teaching dance. Whether or not they would actually bring their children along, or whether they've got children to bring along, is a different story. So it's not that I've really reached the audience that would be coming yet, apart from my friends. But yeah, I just made a little video about it, so I already updated on that kind of anyway. That's on the Wakey Wakey Arts Instagram page. And yeah, we did haircuts yesterday. So Heidi went to, well, I took Heidi and Ariel to my cousin Jen's house, where her friend Ria comes around and does haircuts for all the children of that Jen knows. So Heidi got her hair done. She got her hair put in French plaits for the first time because she had ballet afterwards. And then we went to ballet and she had a bit of a meltdown because I kind of got in the way of something. Oh, I've just spilt mini cheddar crumbs on the settee. Kind of said to her when she had these rhythm sticks, like, oh, careful, don't bang them, wait for the activity because you might hit someone in the face. And then she got in a grump with me, and then because she was too busy being in a grump with me, she missed the activity and then ended up throwing an absolute paddy on the floor. And it definitely could have been worse. Like, it wasn't a banging legs and arms tantrum that you see or hear about in shopping supermarket aisles or anything. She was sort of within her right. It's just that at this age they're not very emotionally agile, are they? So she was like processing the fact that she was annoyed about the rhythm sticks and the comment I'd made before she could then bounce back and take part in the class. And it's just really difficult, like when you've got that age group and they don't ping pong quite as quickly as you need them to, because they're then missing the next thing. And then before she knew it, the teacher was picking up the ribbon sticks to put back in the bags and collecting them from everyone. And she was really pissed off, for want of a better word, because she didn't get to use them and felt like doubly punished, I suppose. So yeah, that was a bit annoying and sad. And then she was really thrown off for the rest of the session. So that was the end of her trial. But then she had some time doing the role play cafe afterwards. Had a little biscuit, went down for a nap, and then Ariel was really tired for the rest of the day. So that was quite a hard work day yesterday, actually. But we did everything we needed to, which was really good. And I have booked the remaining 3 sessions of the month before Easter holidays because I do think she loves ballet, which initially I didn't think I didn't like it because I didn't like that she was doing it wrong and that I didn't want her to realise she was doing it wrong, because in my opinion there should be no wrong way to dance, because it should be your own expression and there's absolutely nothing ever wrong with your own expression. But she's actually, like, I can see her learning each week and getting more familiar with different aspects and things, and that's really nice to see. And there's some nice messages about sharing and saying please and thank you and things like that. So yeah, I think we'll definitely continue, and then hopefully my mum can come and see us, or see her doing ballet at the end of March, because Heidi will love that. So yeah, I don't really know what I did at the end of last week. I had a nice play date last week. Let me look at my calendar because that sometimes helps.